Hi, good morning. It's 8:54 a.m. It is Sunday morning, Easter morning to be exact. Happy Easter for everyone who's celebrating Easter. I didn't really celebrate Easter, but usually what I do on Easter is I go out and get a bag of 7-Eleven jelly beans, which they were all out, right? No 7-Eleven jelly beans, and I was quite discouraged. I checked two locations, they didn't have it. So I ended up having to settle for some suckers at the 99-cent store. So that wasn't bad. So yeah, that was my Easter, and it's over now. So according to me, okay. I don't know what little kids are going to do this year because all the social distancing, which I think is so surreal, but I keep thinking maybe they will maybe little family groups, if they have a lot of kids in their family, they might go ahead and have an Easter egg hunt or something. As for like kids who are used to doing it in large groups, I really don't know what they're going to do. But this whole thing has just really put a damper on so many everyday joys that we've taken for granted. But anyway, so I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety and what do you call it, depression. Very demotivating, mainly because of the stupid behavior of my ex family and all of this stuff. So I've been dealing with like waking up in the middle of the night and cold sweats, waking up with strange thoughts in my head, depression, flashbacks, all of these things. And yesterday I had to pull over on the side of the road because I was going into an anxiety attack. These people have caused me so much pain and so much misery. And I realize that I'm my only source of motivation because these people are putting me in a situation. They put me in a situation that I would have never asked for. And so I realize how unhappy I am when I walk outside my door. I'm not happy anymore, and they ruined so much of my happiness. I'm just tired of it. So anyway, I realize that I'm my only source of motivation. The only thing that motivates me is me. And it's always been that way. I mean, it's always been that way. So, every day I try to make my day a little bit better for me. Like I try to, do something that I want to do, and it's hard sometimes because the depression can get so severe. It can get very severe. I wish that they would realize how foolish their issues have been and what it's caused me. It's cost me my life. Years of my life, and I feel as though, and especially their greed and their selfishness of, thinking of themselves. When, it would be different if we were raised in a family where we have these expectations as to what family structure was. It was all defined to be this way. But then, they come up with this bullshit, when nothing like that ever, and it's just selfish, especially to try to force me into a marriage that is over, and then knowing how repulsed I am by that whole situation. I can't tell you, that freaks me out at night. It literally freaks me out. Like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and at first I'll feel fine. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to relax. I'm trying to calm. I'll fall asleep and then I wake up and I'm immediately like, I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed by what these, and I kept thinking, maybe I should go see, like a counselor or something. But like I said, most counselors are going to just give you medication, and I want this to be over with. I'm done. I cannot deal with these people anymore. I can't. It has made me ill. Okay? So look what your foolish behavior has caused. It was really bad. I'm not, as for the people who I used to work with and who participated in this utter foolishness, what you did was wrong. I don't have any dealings with my family, my ex-family, my blood relations. And even if you did, I just can't, I cannot, I can't, I don't understand how somebody would be dumb enough to think that somebody has the right to tell a grown woman what to do. But I mean, obviously it's one of the easy things that people are convinced of, because they don't think about stuff, or just the whole thing. I'm so angry about it. I mean, it's sick. I'm sick and tired of it. And I really wish my family would go. I mean, I'm tired of them thinking that I'm supposed to dedicate my life to a family structure when I have no love for these people. And I realize that when you don't have any love in your heart, like, I feel that you have to have love in your heart. Like, I don't have any. Like, I love my son, okay? I love my son. But, and I realize that outside of my son, I don't love anyone. I don't love or trust anybody. And that it has to be that way. It has to be that way. And, it's sad because I realize that it's an essential thing to feel, like, have warm feelings, either directed towards you or be able to feel them for other people. But when this is the biggest issue with gang stalking is that it depletes you of all your feelings. And I'm very grateful that I do have my son, that I can direct my love and care toward, because I love my son very much. But when it comes to my other siblings and stuff, there is no way in hell I could love somebody who literally rolled over my life year after year after year after year, and then tries to put situations in place where people are spying in on me and stuff like that. This is wrong. It's wrong, and it's made me sick and not want to interact with other people, and I'm not going to. More than I have to. I mean, you have to interact to a certain degree, but it's like, no more. I just, you guys are just evil as far as I'm concerned. You are evil people. I'm so sorry I was born into that family. Every day I keep thinking, is there some sort of cosmic agreement that you can make with God to where, I will never, in here or the hereafter, I do not want to have any ties with these people. Ever. Ever. I know that every time I think about it, like, I went into an anxiety attack yesterday because something, it's like a thought of there's like they came into my thought, like I was thinking about them. I wasn't trying to, okay, but what else have they left me to think about, right? So when I was driving, I was like, I cannot handle this. I can't deal with it. I had to pull over, and try to, like, stop thinking about it, calm myself down. Can't do it anymore. Okay, I don't, and I mentioned before in one of my videos, I don't want to feel their presence in my workplace anymore. I just don't. I don't want any more of this bullshit. This, like, people, like, looking, and people have to eat at work. They have to eat at work, okay? They have to eat at work. And it's like, whatever I'm eating at work, it has nothing to do with anything. And especially the fact that you were watching what I was eating so that you could keep me married to somebody that I'm terrified of. Okay, do you know how sick you have made me? You have made me very sick. You are trying to force me into a marriage that is over with. I mean, just, and it's like, that is disturbing to me. Like, I just can't. I can't accept what you did. And it literally has caused me a lot of emotional problems. So, I don't know what's going on with work. I don't know what to think about anymore. I don't know where to direct my strengths anymore. Am I supposed to sit around until I die? Because it kind of seems that way. I don't know what to do. I really don't. But I feel like I should be contributing something. I know I've been making masks, and I collected some dollars from that, which I'm very grateful for. But, it's like, I feel like I want to contribute to, like, the main bills and stuff like that. It's hard right now. It's hard because, of the bullshit. And I really need to get back to work. And these people have made it very hard for me because I don't know where I'm supposed to direct my strengths, It's like, I know somebody told me, oh, grocery stores are hiring. Here's the thing. I'm getting to the point where it's very hard for me to, I don't want to do any strenuous work. I just don't. I cannot do strenuous work. I'm not trying to be like, oh, whatever. But the older I get, the more I realize how much anxiety I've dealt with, and especially the issues of the stress and the all this drama that they put on me. It has caused me a lot of stress, okay? And I cannot sit here and start pushing or trying to lift heavy objects with that kind of stress on me, okay? I can't do that. I mean, I can move around a little bit or whatever, but like lifting 75 pounds or something crazy like that, I can't do that. I can't do it. You know what I mean? I will have a heart attack for sure. You know what I mean? Because I'm understanding what I can take. This has been something very hard on me. And I fear for my life because, you know, my ex-brother-in-law, these people lack empathy. They don't realize. They just think it's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal. Okay, you have taxed my health. And mostly my mental health has been affected because of these people. You know what I mean? I'm drained. I'm drained. And I'm just absolutely, you know, disgusted by what you've done. I'm absolutely disgusted by what you've done. You know, you've tried to monitor my life, change my life in a direction that I would never ask for, especially for the reasons why you did it. You know, like I can't even, you know, and you know, even like I said, when I was with Joel, when I was married to him, he never even had issues with it. Like I said, he never did it. So who am I supposed to be pleasing here? You? And then now I think about it, it's like, you tried to keep me married to somebody that lied to me, who abused me, who fucking took over my work, my life project, and basically set rules in place where I can't do anything that I need to do in order to survive, and I'm supposed to respect this person? Are you absolutely out of your mind? You know what I mean? It's wrong. You know? And so I can't forgive that. Also, you know, I think about maybe if that person from high school was in trying to contact me, and then you did it because you didn't want me to be with this person. Now, I don't know anything about this person. I haven't spoken to this person in over 30 years. I've never even really had a conversation with him, really, not deep conversation, or I really ever got to know him, okay? But the fact is like, you don't have the right to tell me who I can and cannot see. You don't make my decisions for me. And see, just that right there alone, it's like, how dare you? If this is what you did, how dare you? You don't tell me who I can and cannot see. You don't set these, that's not it. I didn't agree to that sort of, like, you know, family structure. I don't want that kind of structure. You know, and yesterday I was really tired, but I wanted to tell my son, because he was talking about something. I said, you know what? I don't want you to worry about me being one of those mother-in-laws from hell, or, you know, where I'm going to sit here. I will never interfere with my child's life. Never. Okay, now, I will tell you what, if I ever found out that he was doing, like if he had a woman in his life and he did what these people had did to me, then I'm going to speak up. I'm going to say, you know what, that's abuse. And hopefully he understands this lesson, because it's abuse. Any man who does this to another woman is abusive. That's why it's written into the law. It can't be disputed. You can, if you try to dispute it, then you're an asshole. You're a fucking asshole who wants to control somebody. And a lot of relationships aren't based on love. They're based on control. And that's control. I have no respect for it. So anyway, yeah. So today, I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? I really don't. Like, I know I need to finish up my sewing projects. And try to figure out how I'm going to work this whole elastic issue, because I ran out of quarter elastic. And elastic's not expensive. I mean, I can go out and get some more, but a lot of the stores aren't carrying it anymore, because it seems like a lot of people are out there making masks. Okay, they're making masks because they're in demand right now, and you know, some of the stores have them, you know, marked down. I went to the Dollar General because I know they used to always have it. As a matter of fact, a lot of my collection of my elastic I have different sizes. Okay, I have like half, I have 3/4, I have like the whole 1 inch, and then I had a bunch of like quarter, you know, inch, whatever. They have been wiped out. It's like people got onto that, you know. And then it was a cute little place over on H Street that used to sell like tools and clothes and cooking ware, and they had sewing supplies. That was another place that I used to go to, and I would just pick up sewing notions all the time. That company folded, okay, which I was heartbroken, because I used to, when I was like bored, I used to love wandering in there and just looking at stuff, or maybe I'd go pick up some household items or whatever, dish towels or whatever, just because I loved that little store. But they closed, okay. But right now it's kind of hard to find that size elastic, so I'm doing the best I can. And so anyway, I just hope you realized, and really I feel like when I'm saying this, I'm like, you know, because these people are so narcissistic, but stay out of my life. Don't ever bother me with your shit again. Don't ever intrude on my interview, my job interviews. Do not come to my workplace. If I ever even get a job, do not bring your shit into my workplace. Okay? What you're doing is wrong. Don't ever bother me. I'm a sick mess right now. I am disgusted and I'm disturbed by what you've done. Stalking is a very serious issue, and it causes psychological, effects, negative psychological effects. Many people, they're psychologically disturbed because a lot of them don't know who their stalkers are. They have no idea, which that's disturbing. Like when you don't know them. But I will tell you, it's even more disturbing when you know who they are, because you understand what kind of people and sick people that you really are dealing with. I've lost all faith in you guys. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this video. Be back with another video some other time later. Stay safe.